whole
1 year ka pa lang sa
but
showbiz in
overall, it's a story
2009.
about love.
Yeah.
Grabe
The
yung
ultimate
nangyari agad.
person who loved me.
Pinapakilala
and who
mo
made her
palang
whole
halos
again.
yung sarili mo. Tapos may nangyari na talagang life-changing.
Unexpected. Sobra.
World-shattering.
Parang, oh my God.
Di ba? 2009 was that incident
Correct.
that started in the internet.
Yeah.
Sabi mo dito sa book na to, you were in Subic, nagta-triathlon ka.
Yes. Actually, sobra akong top of the world. I had a serye na part ako ng main cast. Lovers in Paris yun, nagtitape na kami, hindi pa sila umi-ere. I just came from taping, I went straight to the race.
Triathlon.
Tapos nag-race ako, tapos maganda yung time ko, ang saya-saya. Parang everything was looking good. Tapos biglang hatak.
So paano mo nalaman? May tumawag
tumawag.
sa'yo, di ba?
Oo, yun. May tumawag shots, parang...
Showbiz friend or
Ano siya, friend ko from the gym. Nag-gym ako nun for the triathlon.
ano una
Parang-
niya sinabi sa'yo?
Sabi niya, uy, alam mo parang may ano. Meron ako nakita sa tabloid, tapos hindi ko alam kung totoo. Alam mo ba to? Tapos ako, I laughed it off kasi I'm like, hindi yan. Ito kasama talaga to ng showbiz. Hindi yan. Ganun. Tapos, nung agent ko na yung tumawag, sabi niya, Car, merong ano. I had to watch it because I had to make sure if it's you. Doon siya nag-zoom.
Parang binuhusan ka na ng ano. Malamig na tubig na
Totoo.
parang.
Alam mo yung sa movies, yung
Nag-blur.
biglang, yung ba yung tug-tug.
Cue in music. Dug-dug. Dug-dug.
Kung gagawin mo siyang eksena, parang ganun. Parang nag-quiet lahat ng paligid. Siguro kasi it's still denial. May disbelief. Yun.
Wala kang kinausap nung on the way home. Pero yung phone mo,
Oo.
non-stop na.
Plup, sinilent ko na lang siya. Just drive. Then I was just staring at the road.
Disbelief.
Siguro, I think there's a part of me na may hope na baka hindi to totoo. Baka hindi ako. May ganun.
Sana hindi totoo. So, nung nakauwi ka, ano nangyari?
So I put my things down. I went up. Didn't see anybody. Buti lang wala akong kasabay sa elevator kasi I lived in a building. And then, yun. Humiga na lang ako. Hindi ako nag-open ng ilaw. Yun. Humiga na lang ako.
Traumatic yung experience na yun eh.
I think so. And I think siguro sa sobrang hindi kaya ng utak ko,
I-process.
shut down na lang siya.
Yes.
Parang ganun. I actually don't remember when I cried. Siguro, ang tagal. Kung kailan ko siya iniyak. Kasi nakapag-work pa ako eh. Meron pa akong taping like a day or two after.
Nag-taping ka
ako.
pa?
Yun yung Precious Hearts. I was currently doing Precious Hearts.
Ang hirap nun na wala kang peace.
Correct.
Ang hirap when you're going through something, kahit na alam mong you're at work, your mind is not there.
Yes.
You said something in the book, I hated everyone who watched, shared, made nasty comments, insensitive jokes, or had anything to do with the spread of the video. Now, absolutely everything was ruined. I was ruined. My life is ruined. You think that was the end of you?
Oo. Kasi when I stopped taping, I stopped working. So you're at home. You're not doing anything. So yun, doon na talaga siya.
So, sino ka nakausap mo during yung time na yun?
Family ko, brother ko. Yun, doon talaga nag-step up. Yung kuya ko talaga, panalo siya. He was one of the, if not the first person I called.
Anong sinabi ng kuya mo sa'yo?
Just wait. I will. Nasa CDO siya. Nasa province siya at the time. So he said, I'll fly there. I'll help you. So parang, kasi kailangan mo rin ng ano eh.
Yung pillar
Oo.
of strength, yung sasandalan.
Funny sa family ko, we don't talk about it. I think kasi hindi namin kaya.
Even parents mo,
Oo, hindi namin kaya.
especially sa mami mo.
Yeah.
Ngayon ko naintindihan yung sinasabi ng mga nanay na kapag nasasaktan yung anak, ako na lang saktan mo. Huwag na yung anak ko.
Correct.
Kasi double yung pain.
Years later naman, yung may mga nagkikwento sa akin na yung my dad tried to fix it. Pero wala eh. Hindi mo siya maaagapan. When it's out, it's out.
Para siyang wildfire eh. Basta na lang siya kumalat.
Yeah.
So there was at one point in your life that you said, it's also in the book, I thought about suicide. I fantasized how the world will feel sorry for being so mean to me. Suicide would be both my relief and my vengeance.
So, yung time na yun, nung nandun ako sa house, dun siya, all these thoughts, parang dun na siya talaga nagsink in na totoo to. There's no way that you can retract this. You cannot get back what you lost. Tapos dun ako parang, shucks, ang unfair.
May tanong ka, di ba? Why me? I'm not a bad person. I didn't do anything bad.
Oo. And why now? Ang ganda-ganda ng life ko.
Yung career
It
ko
was going
nagsisimula.
up. So ako parang, ano pa naman to?
Mm-mm.
That's why, yun nga, kaya ako naisip din yung suicide. Kasi parang wala na akong way para gumante.
Just to
Kasi,
end the pain.
yeah, we
and the
went-
humiliation.
And the humiliation. I think it was more of the shame. Shame sa sarili. Causing shame to others that you love. Siyempre, pag naro-romanticize mo siya, but yun nga, when I really think about it, I went through it dyan sa book, dinescribe ko na
Yes.
how my family would react. Parang mas lalong hindi fair sa kanila.
Mhm. You talked about it here na parang ang sinabi mo is habang buhay dadali ng parents mo yung guilt. Ano ba yung dapat namin nagawa para na-stop namin to? The only time na nawala yun sa isip mo yung suicide is because you thought about your family and what they will go through after it.
Yeah.
Ano yung hikikomori?
Yun.
Hikikomori. You talked about it in the book.
So it's a Japanese term for a person na parang nag-recluse. Parang hindi na siya, ayaw na niya sumabay sa society. Usually these people, they stay in their room. They don't know night and day. They close their curtains. Gusto ko kasi yung ganon, yung parang makulong sa isang place. Kasi hindi na ako lalabas. Parang yun yung alternative ko to suicide. Na
That's why-
magtatrabaho na lang ako, ililikom ako ng pera from showbiz.
Tapos escape ka na.
And mag-escape na ako. Para the world can forget about me and I will forget about the world. Parang gano'n.
Mhm. Pero di ba that scandal pushed you to work harder?
Oo.
Kasi there's one point that when you were talking to Mr. M, sabi niya, dapat mag-double effort ka na ipakita yung talent mo so they can see beyond that scandal that you were involved. Mas makita nila na you were a talented actress, you're a good actress, na magaling ka, professional ka.
Oo.
So parang doon mo finocus yung buong energy. Kasi you were talking about it dun sa chapter ng the coping. Ayan na.
Oo.
Diba? Surviving the storm.
Correct. It's really doing the next thing na kailangan mong gawin. Work really helps. Having responsibility na alam ko na people on the set would be depending on me to show up. In a way, parang kailangan ko din buhayin yung sarili ko. Kasi at the time, hindi na ako dependent sa parents ko. And I didn't want to be a freeloader sa kanila for the whole time.
Meron ka sinabi dito, I didn't want to be recognized as Maricar Reyes.
Yeah. Kasi
When you would go
yung
out sa
work.
mall, sa mga public
Oo.
shows,
Oo.
small tours.
I mean, I didn't want to be irritated with people, pero
Nainis ka
naiinis
dahil...
ako kasi parang, bakit mo ako nakikilala? Of course, nakikilala ka, you're on TV. But of course, at the time, syempre,
Ang iba yung nasa isip mo.
Oo.
Kaya ka kilala dahil dun sa...
pag heartbroken ka, nakikita mo lang yung problema mo eh.
Kaya sinabi ka din dito, ang ganda. Laughter can hide a heavy heart, but when laughter ends, the grief remains. Tama yan. So, ganun ka lagi.
Ganun ako.
Put on a
parang-
face.
Yeah. I mean, I think on the set, you try to be professional. Pero yun nga, pag uwi ko, or anytime I'm reminded that it's real, yung
When was that one time na nag-breakdown ka?
merong mga 2 or 3 instances where it was really bad na pag uwi ko, tapos ako lang yung nasa house, and then siguro alam ko na wala akong taping the next day or so I had a few days off. The reality would crash on you eh. It's parang, yun na naman, magtatanong ka na naman, bakit ako? Tapos bakit ba, kahit anong ma-achieve ko, it's not enough to remove this heaviness. Yun siya. Parang hindi pa rin siya natatanggal. Akala ko okay na. I mean, I was getting endorsements, I was getting more shows, people were respecting my work ethic. Bakit mabigat pa rin? Bakit pa rin ako nahihiya? So yun ang hindi ko magets.
Nothing was filling the void.
Yeah. Nothing was solving the problem.
Nothing was healing you.
Yeah.
You think pag busy ka na, di ba? Pag when you're going through pain, bibisi ko lang yung sarili ko.
Time will
makakal-
heal all wounds. Nakailang years na. Parang,
Bukas
when
pa
did
rin
I
yung
think
sugat.
that? Mukha namang okay na lahat. But ako
Nag-move
hindi
on
pa
na
ako
lahat.
Okay. But I looked okay.
Yeah, you looked okay. Did you feel like you were a victim?
I did feel like I was a victim. Pero yun nga, nung naramdaman ko na parang nothing's working, kailangan ko na ng ibang solusyon. Kailangan ko na ng ibang way kasi yun nga, self-help.
Nag-tour kayo
Doon
sa
ako
Star Magic. naging roommate mo si Yeng.
Yeah.
Tapos nakita mo siya.
Oo. Nag-highlight siya ng Bible. It is the first time that I saw anybody in my whole life doing that. Kami lagi yung body-body ni Yeng. And then, we wouldn't really talk about God. Di naman siya pushy or anything. And then, towards our last show, sabi niya parang, uy, meron akong kung gusto mo lang. Hindi ka obligated. Pero, if you want, meron akong mentor na, if you want to talk to somebody, you can go to her.
So you met Asel.
I met Asel, and then
Anong sinabi niya sa'yo?
nagulat ako kasi first meeting pa lang, parang in-establish niya na, oh, why are you here? Then I said, I feel like there's something in me that needs to be fixed, but I don't know what. After ko sinabi yung side ko, nagkwento din naman siya sa side niya ng real struggles niya. Nagulat ako na somebody would be that open about things that are, some of it that were quite shameful din sa kanya. So parang, oh my God, hindi mo ako kilala. Pero ganun ka ka-open sa life mo. So sobra ako na-touch. Kasi I felt na, hindi lang pala ako yung broken. So doon ako parang nahiya ako. First time ako makaramdam ng hiya. Parang there are also other problems in this world more than your own. And I think I needed that. Diba? Yung parang masyado ka na nakafocus dun sa kanegahan mo and you think that your problem is the end of the world. It's not.
And you think that the world revolves around you.
And yes.
May ganun
Yes,
feeling pag may
oo.
problema kayo, no? Tingin mo, ikaw na lang ang center ng lahat na, ay, daming problema sa mundo.
Tsaka feeling mo, lahat ng tao pinag-uusapan yung problema mo. Hindi.
You think they all care? In reality, nobody cares.
Maybe they cared for like 5 minutes when they make the comment. And then,
They moved on with their
oo,
lives.
kasi may sarili din silang
problema.
So parang, doon ako natauhan na parang, shucks, Maricar, medyo ang self-centered mo. Ang self-centered mo pala. Tapos, hindi lang siya nag-e-end dun sa negative stories. After her negative stories, meron siyang bangon. Yun yung hindi ko nakikita. Kana, I only saw my problem. I never saw that there's a way out. Sobrang niya ako nabuksan when I talked to her.
So for how many years? For like 3 years of your life, you thought nakatapa ka lang. Hindi mo naisip na may chance palang tumayo. Paano ka bumangon from that?
Did you know there's a secret tool where by using this app for 4 hours a day, you can earn all this? Just by
Kasi slowly yan
Oo,
eh.
slowly.
Unti-unti.
I think I said a line there na slow and steady sins got me into this mess. Slow and steady actions, more positive actions, the correct actions will get me out. So yun yung keyword, slow and steady. Kasi impatient ako eh. When she presented me with a way out, ako parang, oh my God, sige,
Ito
gawin
na.
na natin to. So one of the things she made me read was the Bible. Ako parang, syempre, di ba, the Bible is written by people thousands of years ago. What do they know about life now? And it was written by people, not God. God did not come down here and write it himself. So, magkakamali yan. Hindi lahat dyan, totoo at tama. Okay? Yun yung ko.
Yung mindset mo nung time na yun.
Yes. At the time din, Tony, parang wala na akong choice. Saan pa ba? Lahat na try mo na. Di try mo na rin to. And being the studious person that I am, at yun nga, nagmamadali ako. I read the whole thing in 3 months. During the process of reading, doon ko naramdaman yung parang kinakausap ka ni God. Merong mga stories that would stick out. May mga stories na parang, uy, parang ako yan. Hindi naman siya
Nakarelate
like
ka?
audible voice ng Maricar. Wala naman. It's just a feeling na,
Speaks to you.
parang tumama.
Speaking of story, shinare mo dito yung sa tax collector.
Yeah. Yun, para siyang tax collector, kino-compare sa isang pare or teacher na sobrang
Teacher.
galing, sobrang, alam mo, i-upload mo siya. He pays his taxes, he's faithful to his wife. Compared to a tax collector na kurakot and
Makasalanan.
makasalanan. Tapos siguro nagbababae din. And then so the two of them are praying in church. Yung teacher na magaling, parang sabi niya, thank you. Sincere siya ha. I really believe he was sincere in praying na, thank you that I'm not like this tax collector. Kasi kurakot siya eh. Ako, I'm honest. I do all the right things. I hit all the right notes. Alam mo yun? Collector.
Thank you that I'm certainly not like this tax collector.
Eh yung tax collector, hindi man lang
Makatingin
makaganon.
kay God.
Oo, hindi siya makatingin kasi siguro nagigilty na siya sa mga pinagagawa niya. Tapos lang siya, Lord, wala na akong mukha na ihaharap sa'yo. Tapos, yun nga, ang punchline doon, the person who went home justified before God was the tax collector. Doon ako nainis. Tony.
Nainis ka
Sa totoo
dahil?
lang nga nainis ako and I couldn't understand why.
Mm.
I think I had to read the story mga 2 or 3 times. Hala, naiyak na ako. Doon ako kanausap ni God na parang, feeling mo kasi ikaw yung teacher. You're the tax collector. So parang siya so oo nga. Alam mo, sorry. Ba yan? When he talks to you talaga iba.
Iba.
Yung parang hindi ko nakikita yung part ko in everything. Parang at that moment, doon ko nakikita na, shucks, I'm not as clean as I thought I was. Before everything, feeling ko, oh, my life is great. And then suddenly this happened. Ito yung panira. Pero hindi eh. Doon yung pinakita sa akin na you got to this point because of your life choices that were not clean. So parang, it was very hard to take, very painful. Pero what's nice when God talks to you, it's painful, pero magaan. Para akong
Humbling.
gumaan. Oh, humbling siya.
Because he opposes the proud.
Sobra.
Sometimes kasi, di ba, we're so proud when you approach him. But he wants someone whose heart is, you
Correct.
know,
Correct. Yun yung hindi ko nakikita. Parang feel na feel ko talaga na impressive ako on paper.
you're a
But that's-
doctor.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what everybody sees. Ang nakikita niya, heart ko. Kasi hindi niya talaga gusto yung nakikita sa loob. So doon ako na-break. Even when I remember that moment now, it really breaks me. Kasi it doesn't break me so much na nakikita niya na masama ako. What really breaks me is yung mahal niya ako kahit ganun ako. Every time I remember that, I'm like, oh my God, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve na mahalin mo ko ng ganun. Pero in order for me to appreciate that, I had to see my heart first. Tapos yun yung pinaka-turning point ko.
He loves you.
Yeah. He loves me at my worst. Parang pinaramdam niya rin sa akin na the whole time that you were doing all these things that I didn't like, I was there. Naaalala ko din na parang, at times, I remember you tried to talk to me. Tried to stop me from making those bad decisions. Pero hindi kita kilala. Hindi ko alam ang boses mo.
Hindi mo kasi siya pakilala, kaya hindi mo alam na boses pala niya yan.
Pero, but he tried.
Kasi di ba at one point in your life, you thought nobody's gonna love you.
Yeah.
You thought na yung magpapakasal sa'yo, yun na lang nandun sa
Oo,
video.
oo.
You thought that you didn't deserve anyone.
Nung pinakinggan ko yun, nalungkot ako kasi in a way, I guess it would make sense if you only had, this playing field to look at. Kung walang ibang angulo. O baka gusto ni God single na lang ako forever. I have to accept that as part of his plan for me, kung gano'n man.
Pero dumating si Richard.
Dumating si Richard.
Unexpected.
Actually, Richard was always around. He was always around, pero he tried to keep his distance. Kasi siya rin meron din siya mga pinagdadaanan na stuff. He also had some bad relationships. So, hindi siya tumatalon agad pag meron siya nagugustuhan.
Grabe yung story niyo, 3 years.
Oo.
Ang ganda ng incident dun sa car. When he said na, this is it,
Yeah.
okay na, itutuloy na natin. Tapos galit na galit ka.
Galit ako. Kasi, actually, the day that he said na gusto na niya ako, na kami na,
This was after 3 years of push and pull.
2012. So after 3 years, parang ayoko na. Parang lagi na lang ako naghihintay. Tsaka sawa na ako. Parang siguro nagkaroon na ako ng enough foundation na with God. Na hindi na ako masyado naghahanap ng boys. Natanggal na sa utak ko yung our relationship will help me solve things. I really wanted to cut him off. Kasi every time, kahit sabihin ko sa sarili ko na parang, hindi, ayoko na. In the past, I'll just talk to him for 5 minutes at a party or any event. Gusto ko na siya ulit. So, naiinis na ako sa sarili ko. At the same time, siya din, yun yung day na nag-decide siya. So, it's either the worst timing in the world or the best timing in the world. So, tumawag siya. So, yun na yun. Nag-ano siya na parang, I need to talk to you. And then from there, nung nag-usap kami, sabi niya, hindi na ako alis. Nung sinabi niya yon, doon ako na-boyset. Parang kapal na mukha mo talaga. Bakit ngayon lang? Ito yung
After 3 years, na parang niligawan mo ba ako? Nagde-date ba tayo? Tapos mawawala ka na naman.
Kung kailan ko sasabihin sa sarili ko na ayoko na. Ito ka na, na totoo. But this is what I love about him. Sabi niya, alam mo kung bakit ka galit? Kasi gusto mo ako eh. Sinabihan niya ako ng gano'n. Tapos sabi
Brutally
ko,
honest.
oo. So parang, oo nga.
Oo.
Kasi if he did not matter to me, I would not be affected. So, ano lang siya, kahit nagagalit ako, tawa pa rin siya ng tawa. So,
Pero you said also in this book that he made you feel safe.
yes, the honesty. Coming from a background na very politically correct, kasi nga, iwas away ako eh. So, very nice. I don't say what I feel. I don't say what I need to say para lang may peace. So, I thought that was something that made me feel safe. Pero yun nga, nung nangyari to, parang na-expose na hindi yun nag-work. And it was actually kabaliktaran. It's the brutal honesty that made me feel safe. So parang, ito lang yung guy na ganun. So, walang guessing game sa kanya. And that was the first time na meron akong nakilalang lalaki na ganun.
In June 2012, you became the girlfriend of a decent man that you admire.
Yeah.
Sinabi mo yun sa book.
I really admired him kasi ang galing niya magsalita. Ang talino niya. Like when I talk to him, I'm always learning something.
Alam mo, ang smooth at saka ang peaceful nung paano kanya inas to marry you.
Yeah.
Nabasa ko dito.
Yeah.
Di ba? Parang you were
Real.
snuggling
Mm-mm.
sa kanya.
Tapos sinuotan lang niya ako ng sing-sing. Kasi, even from the start, nung hindi pa siya sure sa akin, he already said na parang, alam mo, parang your face is the kind of face I want to wake up to every morning.
Oh.
Kinikilig na ako. Baka i-ask niya ako to be his girlfriend.
Malalim yung statement na yun, na your face is the face I wanna wake up to every morning.
Exactly. So parang feeling
Asawa
mo,
yun, levels.
Wow, exactly. So feeling ko, magko-commit na to sa akin. And then like 2 weeks later, nag-pull away siya. So ako parang buisit naman to. Pero he had his reasons din pala. Kasi meron din siyang wino-work out. And I think okay din. Kasi if I had a relationship that early, doon ako kakapit. Hindi ako mabubuksan to the real solution that really worked for me in the long term, which was the spiritual road. So it was good na he pulled away. He had me build foundations on my own with myself.
At siya din.
Oo, siya din.
Cheese Whiz! Help strengthen bones with a strength builder of calcium from Cheese Whiz.
So by the time we got together, may relationship na kami, with something more stable before we came together.
Parang complete na kayo individually.
Yeah.
So when you're together, it's like
Yeah, it's too...
two complete and whole individual.
Yeah. Oo.
Hindi na kayo yung magiging dependent on each other. Like,
Oo,
you have to
oo,
fill
the
me
dependence,
up.
oo.
You have to make me happy. So what was that feeling like? And Richard finally came in your life and he asked you to marry him.
The highest kilig was when, dun sa parang parking lot where he said he won't go. Kasi ever since, noong 2009 pa lang, nagsasabi siya na kung mag-girlfriend siya, hindi lang girlfriend na yung iniisip niya. He will ask that girl to be his girlfriend with the intention of marriage. So when he was telling me that in the car, when he said, "Can you be my girlfriend?" Alam ko na yun na rin yung iniisip niya. Kasi after nung naging kami, nag-arrange na siya na kausapin yung parents ko. So when he finally did give me the ring officially, alam ko na.
Formality na.
Oo, formality na talaga.
Dahil when you got together, alam niyo papunta na talaga
Yun talaga siya.
sa marrying. Sabi mo kanina that he was so honest with you, di ba?
Ang maganda sa kanya, hindi siya nagja-judge. Actually, gusto niyang malaman lahat ng nega. There was actually one time na meron akong isang nega na I kept from him. Tapos, eventually, parang siguro ang galing lang, life will just eventually expose the truth or put you in a place where you have to tell the truth. So, sabi ko, uy, alam mo, actually, ito yung totoo. Nagalit siya. Naiinis siya kasi, why didn't you tell me? I want to know everything. All the bad, especially the bad, kasi yung good, madaling sabihin yan eh. So, doon ako na-touch kasi parang, no, pati yung bad. And then, yun nga, sabi niya para siyang fake eh. If you're just gonna tell me the good, how am I supposed to love you as a whole? How are we supposed to know if we really love each other ng buong buo? So ngayon mo na ilatag sa akin. And ngayon na rin ako maglalatag sa'yo kasi if there's something about me that you don't like, at least you know now.
Alam mo, may isang part dito ako naman naiyak dito sa book mo. You said, how wonderful to have a relationship that is celebrated. I don't have to hide anything from my loved ones anymore. It all felt so clean and new. This was the start of a new life indeed.
Yan yung first kiss ata. Yeah. Shock sa akin yun ah.
Shock din sa lahat ng magbabasa. Ang first kiss niyo sa altar.
Oo.
Nanibago ka dun.
Sobra. Kasi my relationship before him, kasama yun eh.
Normal.
Siya eh. Pero for
Normal.
him, parang, di ba when the priest says, you may kiss the bride, parang he's giving you permission. Eh, paano kung nagkikiss na kayo? It will make it more special na yun talaga yung first. Nainis ako kasi parang, di ba?
Ang weird naman ito.
For the first time, here's a guy who can already commit to me. He wants to commit to me and I cannot kiss him. Pero, yun, kinausap din ako. Ay, natatouch na naman ako. Then, natouch na naman ako kay God kasi parang, ganun kita ka-value. Parang that's the value that you deserve. After everything na nagawa ko kay God, after everything na yung nakita ko na yung mga mali ko, and yet you still want that for me. Sobrang niyang bait sa akin. Sobrang niyang gracious na even if you do all these bad things, if you just go back to Him and just try to understand Him, get to know Him, sobrang kanyang babalikan. Na yung binibigay niya sa'yo, sobrang hindi mo deserve. So yun, na-touch talaga ako nung nakita ko kay Richard yung parang conviction na yun. For sure, the inspiration why he had that thought is because of God. So parang, ay, ang bait mo
Binigyan ka
talaga.
niya ng lalaki
Ang bait mo talaga.
who will value your first kiss.
Correct.
And yung first kiss niyo sa altar in front of Him. In front of all your family and friends. In front of the people who will celebrate your love. That you don't have to hide anything anymore. This is the part where I cried in the book. The wedding gown fitting. Dito ako naiyak. Kasi sabi mo dito, my mom's eyes suddenly filled with tears. Though we never directly talked about it, I knew my mother had feared that I might never find someone who wanted to marry me. As a woman, she knew how painful it was to get through the rest of my life with a destroyed reputation. She worried that no man would ever see beyond what happened to me.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng moment na yun, no?
Bra.
Yung nag-fitting kayo
Nagulat ako dun. Kasi nga hindi kami nag-uusap.
ng mami mo.
And then yun, nag-fitting ako at sasay ako. Tapos biglang paglabas ko, without any warning, biglang nakita ko from the corner of my eye, gumaganon na
Umiyak
siya.
mami mo.
Sobrang I rushed her, I tried to comfort her. Pero alam kong, nafe-feel ko naman sa kanya na hindi sad tears. It was siguro for her, it was a moment na totoo na kakasal na talaga siya.
Sabi mo dito, I'm not thankful for the scandal, nor would I want to relive it all over again. But I would never trade the lessons I learned. Never. What was the biggest lesson?
Honesty. Yung just being true. Kasi life ko talaga before, dami kong tinatago. Na I didn't even realize it was wrong. Diba? I think I also mentioned there, I mean, the way I got to the point where I was broken, daming white lies, small sins. When people think about spirituality and going to hell, going to heaven, they think about big sins. Pero actually, small, steady things that are wrong na nagpa-pile up, na hindi mo alam nagpa-pile up na pala, and then sasabog ka. So I think that's what happened to me, na I realized I'm not a victim. Ang dami nagsasabi, uy, victim ka lang, wala kang ginawang masama. Meron eh, di niya na nakikita. It was my life choices that got me there. And yun, slow and steady improvements got me out.
Well, people see you as a victim, but I see you as a victor.
Yes.
Because of what you
Oo
overcame,
naman.
di ba?
Oo naman.
We are more than conquerors.
Yes.
Ang ganda nung last part ng book. This is one of the most beautiful letters that I have read. This is her letter to herself. Dearest younger self, today is the first day of your crisis. I wish I could give you a big hug. I hope you will believe me that in your present suffering, you are not alone. However, I know realistically that nothing I say now will instantly remove all your pain or even solve your problems. What happened to you is devastating, but it is only the beginning of the long traumatic after effects. Today, it is okay to cry and eat all the comfort food you want. Remember that it's okay to grieve, but at one point you must decide to get up, face the problem, and look for solutions. You may not know if God changed every single person who uploaded, watched, and shared the video, but you will know for sure that He changed us. He wants us to be our inner anchor para kahit anong pagsubok o trahedya, hindi na tayo mawawasak katulad ng dati. And remember, though it will not make sense now, but it is through your scars and wounds where God will build something eternally beautiful. What was intended to destroy you, God will turn it into a powerful testimony to help many other struggling women. I am excited for you. Endure it because it will get better. Each year will always be better than the last. Always. Big hug, Maricar. It's a beautiful letter you wrote to yourself. The first part of this book was the question, why did I write this book? So
Yes.
I will ask you now, why did you write this book?
Honestly, it was not my idea. Kasi okay na ako eh. Sa totoo lang, parang bakit pa? Bakit pa kailangan balikan? But me and Richard, we wrote a book called 10 Things We Fight About.
Relationships.
Relationships in 2017. And then when that got published, maganda naman yung reception. And then yung manager namin, sabi niya, alam mo, you should write a book about what you went through. Kasi okay ka na eh. You can see the sincerity in his eyes. Kahit ako, I'm curious, paano mo nalampasan yun? What was going through your mind when it was all happening? And then how did you come out of it? So maybe you should write a book. So from there, hindi ko na nabitawan yung thought. If he had not said that, I think yun talaga yung nag-start for me to think about it. And then it took a while kasi nung sinabi niya sa akin yun noong 2017, parang hindi pa ako hinog. Alam mo yung you know something in your head, pero hindi pa siya tumatawid sa heart mo. So, yun, from 2017 tas hanggang 2022, ang haba ring healing process. And I think that's also something I want people to realize. That's why the book is a bit long. There's a process and it's long. Lalo na, the deeper your hurt is, the longer your process, and that's okay. Basta every year you get better, okay na yun. You're doing well already. Tapos, don't discount the process. Ano talaga siya. Kailangan mo siyang pagdaanan and himay-himayin.
Nagkaroon ng purpose yung pain,
Yeah,
no?
yeah,
Ito yun.
yeah.
It's a survival guide for other women or other girls who might be going through a crisis right now. So kung nalampasan ni Maricar, kaya din nilang lampasan.
I also like to think of it as a blueprint. Parang by reading this, sana i-analyze mo din life mo from your childhood. That's why meron ding parang question sa dulo.
Yes.
After every chapter, oh, ito yung side ko, ikaw naman. What do you think about your own life? And hopefully, it will start the ball rolling for them also.
Di ba in our life, marami tayong mga hindi magagandang decision. Or sometimes we can make some of the worst decisions we've ever done or made in our life. Pero kung tatanungin kita ngayon, what do you think is the best decision you ever made in your life?
I don't mean to sound religious. Pero I'm happy na, I decided to read that book. That old book that didn't make sense. Grabe. It's hard to find words to describe how he can change a life.
That book.
Honestly, if we talk about yung pain ko and mga pinagdaanan ko, hindi ako masyado na naiiyak. Naiiyak ako pag siya lang pinag-uusapan.
Oo nga, napansin ko.
Kasi grabe siya. Grabe siya talaga yung yung thankfulness ko sa ginagawa niya sa akin. And it's not just even before. He continues to do it. Sobrang ako natatouch kasi parang I fail him eh. Even, kala mo, yan lang yung struggles ko. It doesn't end there. There's always struggles. There's always something that's wrong with you, or there's always something that you need to fix. Pero andyan pa rin siya, constant siya. Constant siya na mahal kita. Hindi kita iiwanan. Ayusin natin yan.
Yung feeling na you belong to him. Diba? You belong to something bigger and greater than your life. That he is in charge, he is in control.
Yes, actually, siya yung kailangan mo eh. You spend your life looking for things that you need and that can fill you and that can fix you. It's not something pala, it's someone. Nakakaloka pa. It was the internet that destroyed me. But now it's the internet that's promoting my business.
Ang galing
I love
na.
naman yung gumagawa kami ng videos sa Relationship Matters, yung Facebook page namin ni Richard. We are helping people who are in relationships. Pag nagla-live kami, ang dami kaming natutulungan. And we also learn from them. Parang, ang ganda rin pala ng internet.
Oo.
Diba? It's a blessing din pala.
Kung paano mo siya gagamitin.
Oo. So, dati, hate na hate ko yung internet. Ayoko mag-social media. But it's social media that's bringing all the blessings now.
Thank you very much. Grabe yung mga lessons, yung journey.
Sabi ko pa naman,
realizations. Grabe talaga.
Journey, oh.
Oo. Thank you. The book
Thank you
of
for
Maricar
having
is
me.
already out.
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much for the personal message. Yay. This is my copy. Sana kumuha kayo ng copy. It's a story about redemption, forgiveness,